Okay folks, here's what I've got machined, and I've got it exactly 90, but I used a ball mill because I don't want any sharp corners down here. If we would have used a regular end mill, this would have left a sharp edge down here at the bottom, and that would have been a recipe for cracks, and that's not what we want. So we rounded it over at the bottom, and then of course we got it around here, so no worry with cracks anywhere. So now what we're going to do, I've got this file representing, let me see, I went from 8 1/4 from the center of this bolt hole over, and 4 3/4 from the center of this bolt hole up, and that represents where the bolt hole is going to be, the tip of this file. So that gives me an idea of where I want to be able to drill and tap, and probably put one in here and one in here, and I may countersink them and I may not. I may use socketed cap screws if I should have them, and I will go ahead and put a bolt in here first and probably bottom the bolt out. It goes all the way through, but I want to bottom the threads out on it and get it really good and tight, and then cut it off. And I can put Loctite on it too, but that would help ensure to me that it won't move when I go to machine it. Once it's a hole's brought through and it's bolted, it's not going to move anyway. But just to be on the safe side, we want to do that. And my piece I'm going to make is right here. Okay, this is 1 inch thick, and I can get get all the pieces I need out of it. And what I'll do is I'll round it over just a little bit on the edge and round it here so it fits good. I can do that by hand, and then we'll machine it all out, and then do our holes in it, and then we'll use it as a drill guide to be able to drill and tap that. So we'll get this one done. What I did was mark on the bell housing with the transmission bolted up how far out and how far up. I wanted to go even with this, or close to even with this, and then how far out we needed to come with it to be able to cover our hole good and still be good and strong. So it's a little bit of a different way of doing it. I've actually never done it this way. I've usually welded it and stuff, but just want to try something a little different here, and that way if somebody don't have skills to nickel weld or to braze on cast iron, this might be an option for them if they've got a mill or got access to a mill, to be able to do it like this and just do a mechanical bond. That way machinist skills and welding skills is two different things. So if somebody's got one and not the other, maybe this will work for them. All right. Okay, here's my two pieces, 1 inch thick. Cut them up with the torch, and what I'm going to do now is just let them sit here and cool. I don't want to quench them in water. I don't need to harden them. And then I'll grind the slag off with a grinder, and then I'll start setting them up to machine. Okay folks, we've got one of them done. Here's what we've got. It's going to fit right in there like that. And I've got a 1/2 inch here, socketed cap screw, and I got a 3/8 here. And I've done that so I can make sure I clear our bolt when we get ready to drill and tap that. So this is going to bolt in just like that, and I'll put some Loctite on it, and then I think that's going to be fine. I mean, we're not going to need any more than that. 1/2 inch, 1 3/8 will definitely do it. And I didn't have to countersink them, but we could have just put bolts flush, but Looks a little better like that, I think, anyway. So I'm going to clamp this in place and then mark and go ahead and drill and tap, and probably do the 1/2 inch first, get it in, tighten down, and then do the other one. That way we can get them exactly where we want it here. Alright, okay, first bolt drilled and tapped, or first hole, and you can see it went directly into our bolt where we had put it on and cut it off. So not a problem. We didn't go all the way through either, so I used the bottom tap. I think we'll be fine. Alright, bolted on and surfaced. Machined it down smooth, even with the bell housing. Put the surface there. You see we got socketed cap screws, and we are ready. Just I need to hit it with a file a little bit around the edge here where I just machined the surface, but we're ready to stick the transmission back on and see if we can mark it and go ahead and drill it and tap it. Alright, let's see if we can get this transmission bolted on. Well, there we go. One down, one to go. I got to hold just fine. So that's the alternative to welding it. Now, I could have made a plate, and I even could have took about 1/4 inch off the back of this and bolted it on, but that 1/4 inch plate I just don't like. First, second, I'm dealing with a lot of length here, from here to the front of the bell housing, so I'm trying to keep it as short as I can. And then also we could have just machined out part of this and put in a plate that come out, and you know, went 1/4 inch deep, 1/4 inch plate. That would have done it. Put a bolt and a nut. But there's plenty of ways to skin a cat. Speaking of cat, we ain't had no cat skins here lately, but so that'll definitely hold that. But you see how I'm going to do the other one now, and we'll get it finished up, and then in the next video we'll probably just start working on clutch and everything, getting all that done, and we'll just go from there. But so far so good. Alright, appreciate everybody watching. Until next time, bye.